Good afternoon, everyone. Many thanks to Jim for opening up today and giving his insight into Driving for Better Business, and really thank you very much to Amy to really give us the first-hand view of their journey alongside Driving for Better Business. So, welcome to this session on becoming a recognised champion in managing work-related road risk. Looking around the room, I recognise one or two faces, and hopefully as we progress on this journey I'll get to meet more of you personally. But first of all, I must say congratulations to Costain. They're our latest champion. The case studies that are coming through now are really, really outstanding and really showing the benefits of the programme. So many of you may be asking, what is Driving for Better Business? Well, all main contractors now have a clear awareness of their main health and safety obligations and the way that they manage staff at work. One area that seems to have been given less consideration is that of managing work-related road risk. Driving for Better Business, as we said, is a Highways England's approach to delivering improvements in work-related road safety. It's got a clear aim in raising awareness and their ambition to change how businesses think about work-related road risk. We've embarked on this mission and want to work with the Highways England supply chain, because only with your help we can improve the levels of compliance to all of us who drive or ride at work. By being part of Driving for Better Business and being a champion, which we hope you will all work towards achieving, we will help with the understanding that is required in meeting compliance and assisting also in demonstrating the significant benefits that managing work-related road risks will bring. As stated on this slide, this Driving for Better Business programme is completely free, so why not do it? As you can see, the programme is supported by the government, regulatory bodies and trade associations. So it's not just a pie-in-the-sky campaign or programme that's just here today and gone tomorrow. It's got the backing of the government. And as far as we're concerned, when you start talking about the transport ministers and the government actually recognising Driving for Better Business, as Jesse Norman has actually outlined in by key government priorities, such as the reduction in work-related road casualties, faster uptake of safer vehicles and greater enforcement against non-compliance are key areas that they're focusing on. The government are supporting what Highways England, through Driving for Better Business's aims and missions are, and see this as the needs the support of both the public sector and the private sector to make a difference. As you can see from the slide, businesses and public sector must ensure that they're compliant to the current legislation. Those of you here today who've attended other sessions at Highways UK will have heard of the pretty poor statistics, and I'm not going to go through those again today because you're all aware of these now. All I can say is that there is room for massive improvement. All companies and businesses have obligations to manage work-related road risk. There is the legal responsibility under road traffic legislation, and this is underpinned by health and safety law. There is a moral duty of care also. There's still massive numbers of casualties each year. But if you can improve the way that you manage work-related road risk, there is a financial gain to be added to your bottom line. Just as James said, the bottom line is what we're all in business for. So why not join us and do it? So what are Highways England's expectations? Well, let's get on with why Highways England want you all on board for Driving for Better Business. It's simple. We want the safest supply chain in the world. It's as simple as that. The expectations of the supply chain are to demonstrate that they behave and operate compliantly, but also go beyond the minimum standards, pursue and lead in setting best practice. Importantly though, we're asking you to demand that of your supply chain as well. It's very important that this message is carried on through your own supply chains. So let's get back to why we're really here today. The aims of this session really are to assist you, the contractors, in making the Driving for Better Business commitment and going on to achieve champion status. We want to dismiss any fears or myths of what it takes to become a champion. We're going to demonstrate the process and give you examples of what is required by having a quick look at the main points of a champion case study. To help you with this, Driving for Better Business have prepared a workbook which will assist you through the Champions process, and that will be handed to you as you leave today. So when we're talking about this journey, how do you get there? Well, what's involved? It's best described really through the 7-step process that we've got. Step 1 is engagement. We're never going to start anything until we start. So you need to engage. Steps 2 to 5. Really, you're already doing this. And as James said, the majority of companies now are already pretty compliant. We're just asking for a little bit of evidence on that. And that must make one thing clear though. We're not going out to audit. We're not coming into your business as an audit. This is really a self-auditing process. So you should be doing it anyway. Step 6 is making the commitment. This is your commitment, top-down commitment. I'll go through each of these steps in a moment. But finally, and the most important reason that you're here today, is that you can demonstrate good practice and become a champion. So step 1, how do you engage with Driving for Better Business? Well, it's simple. And some of the businesses here today have already gone this far. I've recognised 1 or 2 of the names that's here who've sent me emails and we've started engaging, and we know when you've engaged onto the website. So go to the website, register, and straight away you will be able to access all of the resources. As stated here, once registered, we will support you on the Champions journey. Step 2. Now this, as James said, is one of the most important steps in the process. And this is the top-down leadership. We've learned from past experiences that if executive and senior management are not supporting programs, they often do not achieve the results or their full potential. It's essential that senior staff are supporting and demonstrating their understanding and not just seen as ticking boxes. This is why, as part of the case study, we will ask for a statement from the executive as well as the management who oversee work-related road safety. Risk assessments. I can see 1 or 2 shoulders drop. Yet another risk assessment. Well, most businesses have already carried out risk assessments of the driving for work that they do, their activities. Just to underpin this, Driving for Better Business have a free online risk check available in case you've not got one. But it may be worth just carrying out our specific check just to see if there are any gaps in your current processes, your current assessment. Ours is quite specific on the areas that need specifically addressing and give helpful reminders of obligations and good practice. Policies. All companies now have got policies coming out of their ears. One of the biggest problems that we tend to come across is that we've got great policies, but they're not communicated very well. But as we know, policies are now a key part of business. Driving at work is no different to operational work, and a good policy is vital. check your policies. If you're happy, and share them. We would like to add it to support your case study when we do it, which can be published on our website. Sorry, I think take some time to view your policies and also the handbooks that accompany them. Because when you think about it, that quite often is the only communication that you're having with your drivers unless you do workshops and conferences such as Amy do. So these handbooks, these are available to view online as well. And there's some really good examples. Measuring and monitoring. As James said, the opportunities to measure now and monitor are vast. And there's a vast amount of information that is at your fingertips. If you're not measuring, you're not managing. It's a simple thing. As you're aware, measuring and monitoring the performance of your other parts of your business is the key to operating successfully. It's essential that you also act on the masses of information that is now available. And it will identify where you can make improvements and also identify areas which you could target to create benefits. I mentioned earlier about the commitment. Well, the commitment, you go onto the website, you click on making the commitment. It will actually give you the opportunity to enter in some details onto there. And as we said before, we're not coming in to audit. It may be just the only bit of tick boxing that you need to do. Because what you're doing, you're self-declaring that you have done certain things. That you've got the management awareness in there. You've carried out your risk assessment. If you do one of our risk assessments, we'll have access to view this with you and help identify anything in there. You're committing to say that you've got a driving at work policy and that your record keeping is good. These are all the basics of meeting legal compliance, so we're expecting that you're already doing this. By making the commitment, you're confirming that you are meeting the 4 requirements of Driving for Better Business program. You will receive a certificate recognising your commitment from Highways England also. Now we get down to the important bit. Step 7 is really demonstrating the best practice that you are already doing. And alongside making the commitment, the next step is for you is that we prepare a case study. We will assist you in helping produce this case study. Case studies, as James said, should not only be there to show off your business, they should be an inspiration for other ambitious employers to follow. The main aims are show how you manage and operate your drivers and staff. Share your driving at work related policies. Show examples of how you have improved over the years and identify the benefits that you have been able to return back into your business. It gives an opportunity to actually showcase Driving for Better Business also to your network, to your contractors, to your supply chain. And also ask how they're doing. So as James said, the case study that they did wasn't really onerous. It had fairly simple headings to follow. Enter your fleet details, company profile, the dimensions of your fleet, the compliance that you're conforming to. We also want to hear your company aims and values. The core values of your business are very, very important. But it also wants to highlight the nature of your driving activities. We're not just looking at company car drivers, truck drivers, etc. It's absolutely everybody. And I think, as James said, their next step is now moving on, concentrating more on grey fleet. The case study should really contain a statement from the Chief Executive Officer or senior execs or senior management, along with the fleet manager or the person who's responsible for managing the work-related road risk, because that will demonstrate their top-down commitment. Can't really reinforce this enough. Top-down commitment will make this work. You'll get an opportunity then to showcase your policies and any other work-related road safety activities that you take part in. It will also give you an opportunity to demonstrate the business benefits that your business have achieved, and also awards for your business and, importantly, any staff within your business. It's key to showcase your staff. They are your ambassadors. As we said before, it's always also an opportunity to provide your handbooks and any other advice and policies that you will actually be putting out there for others to aspire to. As James said, leadership is the key. The policies and driver handbooks, the license checking that they went through, the driver training and the conferences that they arranged, daily vehicle checking they streamlined and made it more effective. It actually gave the opportunity to act immediately on any issues that they found with vehicles or equipment. They utilised the telematics and cameras and all sorts of road safety and safety stuff that both was working well for them in the fleet arena and in the plant area. They utilised driver safety films, and their control on their supply chain is improving each day. So this is what Amy used in their case study. For those of you who have not yet engaged and signed up on the website, if you do sign up, you can see the full Amy case study, along with other excellent case studies from a wide range of businesses, not just in the construction industry, because we're sharing these roads out there with absolutely every type of business, every type of industry, every type of member of the public. So it's key that we capture everybody. I'm not going to linger too long on Amy's benefits because there are many. They're actually showcasing quite a big improvement. I think one of the things that James really majored on there was their fleet utilisation went up by 30%. That is a massive, massive amount. Because when you think about it, for every vehicle that you've got stood doing nothing, that is a big cost to your business. So getting the vehicles out there, working for you, making the assets sweat is a key part of managing your business. So what other benefits are there of being a Driving for Better Business champion? Well, apart from realising the benefits that you can identify and achieve through engaging with Driving for Better Business, your business may have already benefited. And by becoming a Driving for Better Business champion, here are some other reasons to go on our journey. First of all, you'll get to meet Jim again, presenting you with a fine certificate, welcome you on board. Your case study will be on the website and also in social media, and it will be available. Driving for Better Business are very, very active in spreading the word about you. So it's a massive vehicle, pardon the pun, to get what you're doing well out there into the main industries. The case studies, as we say, as soon as you become a champion, it's going to be all over the social media. So really, what are we talking about as far as next steps? Well, the workbook that you're going to be given and you're going to receive in a moment, there's a checklist near the back. It will help you identify what needs and who needs to be involved and how to engage in this important Highways England programme. Register, follow us on social media as well. All of today's resources are available to download. So as soon as you go onto the website today, there'll be edited parts of it, there'll be full parts of it, the resources are endless. So once you've signed up, you get access to these many resources, which will help your business. We want to ensure your business is compliant. We want you to work towards becoming a champion. Importantly, We want you to promote driving for better business through your own supply chains. Finally, for the next 45 minutes after we've finished here, the Highways England staff are going to be around, Driving for Better Business staff are going to be around, so there's plenty of opportunity. If you've got any queries, if you want us pointing in the right direction, please come and see us. But if you don't get the chance to meet us afterwards, all our contact details are in the workbook. So please ensure that you take one away with you. At the moment, any questions? Anybody got any burning questions that they want to raise? But more informally, we're all around for the next 45 minutes if you want to speak to us. Any questions? Thank you for listening.